As an executive running a care business in England, you're mostly focused on how your homes or wards are performing against the key lines of inquiry which are directed by the Care Quality Commission. So this heat map, or dashboard if you will, is showing on a real-time basis for my quarterly inspections against all of these locations that I'm managing. Is the service safe? Is the service effective? And is the service caring, responsive and well led in the way that you'd expect to have across your locations? And you can see here you're getting a very clear red, amber, green warning against your quality criteria. What I want to do now is to see for each of these areas, I want to drill down into where I might see problem areas. So if I look at this area here, I can see when that was reported on, and I can click through and open that view to see for that location how they're performing against these criteria and where are these issues arising from. So you can see here again I have that red, amber, green view, and within this I can see the areas where I need to focus, and I can see from this black flag that there's an action plan associated with that. Let's just drill down into this so we can see that this is just not a tick box exercise where we're saying that there is enough appropriate information. There clearly isn't, so we're showing this as a red flag. I want to click on that and see the detail. I can see these actions here, and I can click on this and see that there's an action that's been set up against that. It's showing as overdue, and what I can do is see what's happening with that. Let's say I was the person that owned that action, so I can update my actions in real time as well. I can see my view across all the homes of the open actions, see that some of them are completed and approved, but some are not. So let's just update this one. What I want to do is mark that as done with comments, and it will give me a dialog here. I can upload a file if that's necessary, but let's just say for this demonstration purpose that that's been actioned, and I'm just going to complete that. So we can see that's completed pending approval. But going back to the view that I showed before, let's click on this safeguarding area again, just to get that view for that one location. What I want to do now is see how all of my locations are performing against this safety area. So I click through on this. I'm getting a view across all of these locations for these issues, and I can see where there are other actions associated with issues. I can drill through, as you saw before, to understand how those action plans are being managed. And I can click through and see across all my locations how complete and how effective those audits are. But let's say I want to actually look at the whole of this walk round audit that's done on a regular basis. You can see I have a number of different views, but let's just have a look at all the data across all of these locations. And at that point, I can see my overall performance for each of those locations and drill into whatever detail I wish to understand where there are issues. So at an executive level, what you've seen is that we have an overall dashboard where I can click through on any of these boxes in the swim lane grid and drill through into the detail and see all of my locations and how they're performing against all of my key criteria.